Record and save whatever inspires you. Your favorite TV shows, home videos, even photos, right onto DVD.
I break up my preconceived ideas. They give me new ones.
Panasonic. Ideas for life.
Biggest news for your smile since fluoride? It's liquid calcium. Help restore enamel luster with Arm & Hammer Enamel Care Toothpaste. It's baking soda and liquid calcium. Goes on, fills in, restores brilliant luster with daily brushing. Nothing else like it. Enamel Care.
Well, we're going to the bottom half of the ninth inning. Put a 0 in that top half for Montreal. Bottom half will be Mark DeRosa, Mike Hessman, and a pinch hitter for the pitcher. And Rocky Biddle will try to record the save for the Expos. Biddle, 10 saves in 19 games, but look at the ERA, how high it is, 7.16. Been somewhat adventuresome at times. Him trying to close out a ball game this year.
Seems to find a way to make it exciting.
Cordero, 2 innings, gave up 2 hits and a run, walked 1, struck out 4. Grounded by DeRosa slowly to the left side, booted by Batista. He might have been better advised on that one to let Cabrera try to handle it. Looked like Cabrera had a little bit better angle on it.
Sometimes I wonder how third baseman knows how far to roam away from home. He's a good 45 feet. And you're right. Did you see the angle Cabrera had? Watch how he has already circled and has got himself going toward the mound to make the throw.
So there's a start, perhaps. An E5 on Montreal, only their 21st error of the year. It's only the 3rd error made all season by Tony Batista. And here is Hessman. Eli Marrero has moved out on deck to pinch hit.
Get on him, kid. Come on.
Ball 1.
Come on, Mike.
Biddle, who was turned into the Expos closer last year after working as a middle relief guy and a starter for the White Sox for a couple of years. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hessman.
Struggled in that role, though, a little bit late in the year, and Ayala closed some, and Cordero had a couple of times he was called on.
1-1 on Hessman. Nobody out. In the bottom of the 9th.
And a baby.
2-1.
On that base, Mike.
Bobby Cox's voice say that he thought that was going to be called ball 3 to Mike Hessman and set up a 3-1 pitch, but the high strike call by Ed Rapuano makes it 2-2.
Up around the letters. Within the rule book definition, it was a strike, but when it isn't called all the time.
Now it's 3-2.
Here we were talking about Cordero being out of a good program. Rocky Biddle is out of a terrific program, too, at Long Beach State University.
Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Hessman. Struck him out. Just went fastball, inner par plate.
With some sink.
And gets the first out of the inning, and that is the 12th strikeout of the game for Montreal pitching.
Right at the bottom of the strike zone, tailing down and in on Hessman.
It's been kind of a quiet 12. Armas had 7, Cordero had 4, and now Biddle gets 1, but a big strikeout night for Expo pitching. And now Eli Marrero will pinch hit for Armando Almanza. Marrero just getting back after his stint on the disabled list. He's hitting just 115 for the year, 3 out of 26. 0 for 3 as a pinch hitter.
Come on, Eli.
1 out, runner first. Braves trailing by 3. Those other games are finals. Cincinnati has beaten Florida. That was a 7-6 final score. Philadelphia losing to the New York Mets 4-1. So the Mets have beaten the Phillies. The Reds have beaten the Marlins. But the Braves Braves are trailing by 3 with 1 out in the ninth. There's a liner foul on the left side. Ball, 1 strike, and Moreno. Tomorrow night, Mike Hampton against Claudio Vargas in the final game of this series. Phillies in town on Thursday. John Thompson pitches for Atlanta in the opening game of that series. Haven't got the Philadelphia pitching rotation yet. When Thompson pitched against the Phillies last, it was Vicente Padilla, but they put him on the DL right after that game when he had some elbow problems, and we don't know who they're going to stick in there yet. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Little pop up into shallow right center field. Vidro going back. Chavez coming in. Rivera coming in. Nobody can get it. And they're going to miss the force opportunity at second as well. They still had time if someone had picked the ball up cleanly to get a force play at second base. Mark DeRosa was only about halfway to second, thinking the ball was going to be caught. Couple of breaks for Atlanta here in the inning.
In no man's land. I wanted to see if the right fielder got close enough to take charge on that, but kicked it around a little bit, and there's DeRosa coming into the picture. See, with them that close, you'd think that the outfielder needs to take charge. That's going to be a base hit for Marrero.
So an error by the third baseman, followed by that little flare into right center field. It falls for a hit. And now the Braves will bring the tying run to the plate. Rafael Furcal is 0 for 4. Somebody has thrown a baseball onto the field in deep right. Juan Rivera will.
That may have come out of the Braves bullpen.
Toss that one out of play.
Braves have not exactly done a good job of coming back after 8 innings.
One man out, first and second for Furcal. He's only 1 for 8 in the series. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's low. Ball 2. And here comes Randy St. Clair. Well, this is very typical of a Rocky Biddle appearance this year. He hardly ever comes in and gets a 1-2-3 inning.
Modern day Don Stanhouse. Similar stuff too. Stanhouse with a sinking fastball and a curveball. Biddle, that's kind of what he does.
The meeting is over. Furcal will step back in with a count of 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Furcal. That's in for a strike. 2-1. Biddle's 2-1 delivery. Foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nick Green, who was the hero yesterday, waiting on deck. Little pop fly, same spot. Vidro is going to get to this one, though. And now there are 2 men out with runners at first and second for Nick Green, who tonight has walked, struck out twice, and lined out to third. Here's his first major league home run. It came in a 2-2 ball game yesterday with a couple of men on base. Braves went on to win it 8-2.
Reed had to be coaxed back out to take a curtain call, and the players encouraged him to do it, and he didn't know if he should have gone all the way to the top step or just a little ways just so they could see the wave of my hat.
He hit that one off Levon Hernandez. Now he faces Rocky Biddle with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Braves down by 3, bottom of the 9th. Ball 1 to Green. Braves would take a base hit here, get J.D. Drew up there. Left-hand hitter with some power. 1-1 the count. J.D. waiting on deck. Here's the 1-1.
High in the air to left field. Back goes Wilkerson. He's done it again. Nick Green has tied it with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Well, I think by now the National League should be convinced Nick Green can hit curveballs from the middle in. Almost identical to the pitch last night. Stayed back on it. Got full extension about 2 steps down the line. He had to know that was gone.
What a big blow for Atlanta. Now the Braves can pick up a game on those teams. They've tied the game. J.D. Drew hits one high in the air to right field. Juan Rivera back to the wall. Braves win! What a finish! Nick Green, a 3-run homer to tie it. 1 pitch later, J.D. Drew wins it with his 11th homer of the year. The Braves have pulled to within 3.5 of the Florida Marlins.
Fastball over the plate, full extension.
Early in the game, the Braves had some misplays. They made some errors, 3 of them. It led to 3 unearned runs. In the bottom half of the 9th inning, the Braves score 4 runs. 1 of them unearned because of the error by Batista. The other one because of the misplayed pop fly in right center field that somebody should have caught. If those plays are made, this game is over 10 minutes ago. We'll be back.
Outback Jack. He's faced crocodiles, snakes, and dingoes. This June, he'll come face to face with the Outback's newest predators.
Oh my God, what am I doing here?
TBS presents an outrageous new original series where 12 uptown girls get dropped down under.
I hate the Outback. Somebody should burn it down and build a mall.
Some won't be able to handle it, but only one woman will win the heart.
The claws will come out.
Of Outback Jack. Premieres June 22nd at 9, followed by Sex and the City on TBS.
This is the new Napa NASCAR Select Oil Filter with race-inspired spin flow technology. Inside a normal filter, oil experiences turbulence, which frustrates the filtration cycle. But spin flow technology expunges turbulence by channeling the movement of oil across the filter media. Hold on, Calpo. Large particles are constrained to flow out and away from the T52 media, facilitating excellent continuance at a myriad of pressures.
Napa's new oil filter cleans oil better.
That's what I said.
Get the good stuff.
You know what they say, Prince. Big boots, big odor.
Only Odor Eaters has new Sorbitex technology to absorb sweat and destroy odor on contact. Odor Eaters foot and sneaker spray.
Stops odor. Dries crystal clear.
You're just a silly boy with a horse and a stick. It's called a loss. Hello?
Heath Ledger.
I've waited my whole life for this moment.
A Knight's Tale with 3 chances to watch all this weekend on TBS.
Major League Baseball on TBS, brought to you by The Home Depot. Go from wondering how to knowing how. At The Home Depot, you can do it. We can help. Aflac, ask about it at work. Office Depot, what you need to know. And Odor Eaters, absorbs sweat and destroys odor on contact.
For Brian Snyder, tough to leave the dugout. And who said there weren't going to be any 3-run homers this year? You shall be served. A 3-run homer last night. Nick Green got a curveball he could shoot into the seats tonight. And the very next pitch, with altitude and longitude, way out of here into the bullpen. J.D. Drew knew it, and what a comeback for the Braves, and they win it 7-6. Here's a look at the totals for the Braves: 7 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors, and 6 left on base. 6-9-1 with 8 stranded for Montreal. Almanza gets his first win of the year. That's loss number 3 for Biddle and the Expos bullpen, 1-12-1. Bad news for the Braves. Chipper Jones out of the ballgame. And Pete, I'm surprised to find this out. That's only the second game-ending home run for J.D. Drew in his career.
Well, it's a huge one because the Atlanta Braves are now just 3.5 games behind Florida, just a game and a half behind second place Philadelphia. Join us Thursday at 7:30 Eastern on TBS. The Phillies come to town for the first of 4 versus the Braves. John Thompson will be on the mound. Up next on TBS, Crocodile Dundee in L.A. on the East Coast. On the West Coast, the Drew Carey Show. 7-6 Atlanta. What a finish. For Don Sutton, our entire crew, Pete Van Wieren from Turner Field. So long, everyone.